well-being of the entire world depends on the well-being of Israel.
Slow down, buddy. Please, let's slow the absolute down. Yo, what's good, YouTube? What's good, YouTube? So today we're going to be watching this video from NFKRZ. It is a video that is called Vladimir Putin, friend of Israel. I guess Vladimir Putin is just like everybody in my chat, friends of Israel. So we're going to get into this, see what he's got to say. You know, I really messed with this dude, so if y'all want to go check out his channel, he will be linked in the description. And also, you can come over to my Twitch too, that'll be fire. Twitch.tv/wheresmre.
This is Be'er Lazar, the chief rabbi of Russia, also known in the West. 2024, Be'er Lazar publicly stated that
visited the IDF soldiers fighting Hamas in Gaza, sure. And gave words of inspiration.
He blessed the IDF troops heading to Gaza and voiced his full support for Israel. In 2025, Lazar was awarded the State Order of Honor by Vladimir Putin, which is one of the highest decorations in all of Russia.
That's insane.
Many people in the world today see the Russian President Vladimir Putin as this great anti-Western leader, a sort of a Che Guevara.
Chief Rabbi of Russia. Wait, I didn't even hear that right. I think I misheard. I thought I misheard what he was saying. Yeah.
This is Be'er Lazar, the chief rabbi of Russia.
Yeah, I misheard that. I ain't gonna lie. What the fuck?
In the West as Putin's heading to the State Order of Honor.
Is Putin Jewish? Like, what the fuck? Is he Jewish or not?
Decorations
what? Yeah, no, bro. That's what I'm asking. Like, what the fuck?
Many people in the world today see the Russian President Vladimir Putin as this great anti-Western leader, a sort of a Che Guevara who is fighting
a lot of people in Russia
and is standing up against Western imperialism and American interests. By extension, many also think that Putin is a strict anti-Zionist who stands against Israel and always supports the Palestinian resistance. Check this out, for example. 2026 so far, Russia deported every Israeli citizen, deported every Rothschild family member. And this has almost 600,000 likes on a complete made-up lie. No, Vladimir Putin did not kick out all Israelis from Russia. If he did that, then half of his oligarch friends would be gone now. But a lot of people do think that Putin hates Israel. You see, I saw this one Instagram reel that showed that Vladimir Putin did not shake Netanyahu's hand at one time. Holy base Putin, I knew that he's on the right side of history. The real truth is that Vladimir Putin has actually had
you see that smirk he was giving him? Look,
I knew that he's on the right side of history. The real truth is that Vladimir...
That's it. Yes, I agree. Bro, those smirks the two of them were giving each other. Yeah,
had a very close relationship with Benjamin Netanyahu that goes back decades. And both of them regularly visit each other's countries to help each other spread propaganda. In March 2026, when discussing the potential visit of Netanyahu to Moscow, the Israeli ambassador to Russia described Vladimir Putin as a great friend of Israel. And he's actually been considered that as early as the year 2003, when the Israeli PM Ariel Sharon called
that's my birthday, the fuck?
Vladimir Putin a true friend of Israel. Putin's entire presidency has been described as largely pro-Israel by many Western reports. And in 2025, it was revealed that Russia has actually been one of the main suppliers of oil and refined fuel
what the fuck?
To Israel during the Gaza genocides. Which Vladimir Putin, of course,
I did not even know that at all.
To be against publicly, but, you know, he would Gaza genocides. Which Vladimir Putin, of course, claimed to be against publicly, but, you know, he would never lie, right? Russia and Israel actually have a lot of cultural ties, and Vladimir Putin has previously claimed that he considers Israel to be part of the Russian...
What? What the fuck? No, I don't think so, man. I don't think it is. I don't think so, man.
Walls.
Do you see the guy in your YouTube comments wanting you to drop nut blur? I did not see that. I think it's because I commented under like one of the Blue Rye video where he was reacting to it. Should I drop it? I might drop it.
And he talks about this all the time, stressing the point that the relationship with Israel is extremely important to Russia. Putin even claimed that he considers Russian speakers living in Israel as his compatriots and a part of Russia. And while the far right and the pro-Russian influencers
do Israelis really speak Hebrew? So I'm pretty sure they do.
Claim that Vladimir Putin is fighting against Israel and that his war against Ukraine is also righteous because Zelensky is like a puppet of the Zionists or whatever. The reality is not so black and white.
I mean,
there's actually been many
isn't there collaboration with
Israel actually acted.
Obviously, I do support Ukraine between like Russia and Ukraine and everything. But isn't there something that also connects like Ukraine and Israel or something like that? I mean, like, bro, if they're connected to both sides, I mean, like, obviously, I would still support Ukraine either way because like their people are also being like murdered, so or like fucking like I don't know if I go as far as to say genocided, but like fucking like targeted for like no like just for the reason of like imperialism. So like. It makes sense. So like Russia and Israel will be friends. That especially does make sense though. Yeah, Hebrew is an old ass language. Yeah, and I know Israel like they like revived it when they were trying to like say that like
like Ukraine or
say that like the modern Israel is like equivalent to like the biblical Israel, which it is not.
In the interests of Vladimir Putin.
Hebrew's like willingly speaking Latin. Okay, but willingly speaking Latin is a little bit cool though.
Favorite neighborhood Russian, and in this
what if it's
video,
used to be
we take a look
102
at the
years ago?
very
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't even
Vladimir
know.
Putin and Israel, discuss why so many people are completely oblivious to this reality, and also talk about how Russian propaganda us. Go over to the link down in the description and either support me on Buy Me a Coffee or become a YouTube channel member.
Oh, yeah.
The state of Israel, even though
his video will be linked in the description if y'all want to go and do that.
Of Israel, even though populated by many Soviet immigrants, has always had a tense relationship with the Soviet Union. That changed with the fall of the USSR. Coming into power in 1999, Vladimir Putin wanted to be very friendly with the West, and in many cases supported the West against the omnipresent threats of Islamic terrorism. After 9/11, for example,
that's
Vladimir
what,
Putin famously visited New York and talked about
I mean, yeah, now they're like against,
together with America. Later, even providing.
I don't know what the fuck I was gonna say there. I think I was trying to like I had a thought in my mind. I was gonna say something about just like how much like Muslims were like targeted like in like the 2000s because of like the threat of like Islamic terror and the actual threat of like actual terrorist groups. But then you could also talk about the U.S. funding those terror groups. There's a lot to talk about with that. That's my point.
So with Russian intel in Afghanistan and
Yo, my fault. I'm gonna close that. Sorry. Yeah, wait, what the fuck? Yeah, my fault. Song requests are not enabled right now. My fault, bro. That should not be on. Hold on. Let me pause it. Alright, bet. Let me make sure everything's good here. Wait, okay, yeah, bet.
With Russian intel in Afghanistan and Iraq.
Why aren't you replying to my DMs? Because I'm fucking streaming? What the hell? What the fuck, dude? Gang said, why aren't you replying to my DM? Bro, do you think I'm just like sitting at home just watching a fucking like yeah, I am sitting at home watching a video, but gang, I'm not just scrolling through Discord. What do you think this is, bro? I don't know. I'm not sure what you think this is, but
At the time, the Second Chechen War was also undergoing in Russia, in which a lot of the Chechen rebels actually consisted of hardcore Islamists. During this era, Putin's interests and rhetoric closely.
Shit, my fault. I'm not doing requests right now. But, I'm gonna be doing song requests later. So, Loki, I'm actually gonna be restarting stream when I do song requests later. So if you want to just pull up to that, yeah, you'll get a notification.
And in the 2000 meeting with the Israelis,
the
Knesset member Sharansky supported Putin's policy of not negotiating with terrorists.
Well, I can call Emery at beep because I'm the only gay one here. I don't even know what he was trying to say.
Unlike the US or the EU, Israel also did not condemn the Russian operations in Chechnya, basically taking Putin's side. In 2003, Vladimir Putin's political party United Russia published their manifesto, which contains quotes.
Okay, hold on. I was a little bit distracted from the some of the bullshittery. So let's hear this.
With Russia.
Number of letters lines up. It also lines up with. Yeah, it lines up with something else that ends with ER too. So.
In Afghanistan and Iraq.
It says it was a slur. One can assume. Never replied to my DMs on March 13th. About to be 2 months out. Shit, my fault, man. I could try, but look, bro, I'm really busy. I got a lot of things to do, dude.
War was also undergoing in Russia, in which a lot of the Chechen rebels actually consisted of hardcore Islamists. During this era, Putin's interests and rhetoric closely coincided with the West. And in the 2000 meeting with the Israelis, member Sharansky supported Putin's policy of not negotiating with terrorists.
Interesting. Okay, interesting.
Unlike the US or the EU, Israel also did not condemn the Russian operations in Chechnya, basically taking Putin's side. In 2003, Vladimir Putin's political party United Russia published their manifesto, which contains quotes such as, "The terrorists in Palestine, Chechnya, or New York are one and the same. They are the enemies of the entire world, and that means that they're enemies of Russia." So yes, Putin really was in his jingoist, spiritually Israeli bag at that time. Now, we all know that the relationship between Putin and the West has soured over the years and is not as
never coming back.
Towards NATO and started building his so-called multipolar world. And while many have noticed that Putin's rhetoric on Israel has also become a little bit less favorable, because Putin wants to oar a farm here and there by
just like to, I mean, it's just so that like his image in the West can like be helped a little bit, because everybody views him as like so authoritarian, so people would just like assume you would take the side of Israel, right? But then he wants people to think like, oh, he's pro-Palestine. Maybe Putin ain't that bad after all. But like,
to be anti-Zionist. Putin's friends.
Who made you a lead mod? I just made bots lead mods. Not gonna lie, I'm lost. Yeah, this has been so much bullshittery going on through this. There's a lot more to this video though, so we can like. I feel like as long as like you hear like what I mean, as long like let's just listen to what's going on in the rest of the video, and I feel like the blanks will be filled in.
Polar worlds. And while many have noticed that Putin's rhetoric on Israel has also become a little bit less favorable, because Putin wants to aura farm here and there by pretending to be anti-Zionist, Putin's friendship with Israel has actually not deteriorated. In 2025, Benjamin Netanyahu spoke about having a close relationship with Putin, claiming that this personal relationship of many years serves Israel's vital interests.
Regularly talks to Putin to safeguard Israel's vital interests. Crazy.
Both Putin and Netanyahu.
Yeah, now it's on the 8th of December, 2025, by the way.
Will also help each other push propaganda in their respective countries.
The big Yahoo.
For example, Netanyahu visited Moscow, where he took part in a massive parade with Vladimir Putin, and also the Serbian president Aleksandar Vučić, by the way. Truly a night.
Chopped ass motherfucker! Holy shit!
Vladimir Putin, and also the Serbian president Aleksandar.
I hate to say it, but even Benjamin Netanyahu is better looking. But like, holy chopped.
Vučić, by the way. Truly a nightmare.
I'm not saying I'm a beautiful man myself, but like, holy fuck.
Blood rotation, guys. The trio of the great
holy fuck.
Immortal Regiments, which is a Russian state-sponsored event in which people are supposed to honor and pay respects to their ancestors.
Okay, I was about to just ban him, but I took the nice route.
Nazis in World War II. The Russian people take to the streets with portraits of their family members and walk.
He looks like that guy who hangs around the people, gecko guy. Wait, who hangs around the purple gecko guy, Monsters Inc. Wait, do you know how? Wait, I don't think I'd find him if I searched that up. But wait, if you're able to remember his name, bro, I gotta see that.
Together as a big parade. And while there's nothing wrong with honoring these people or celebrating the victory over Hitler, it's been well documented that Russia uses this kind of World War II nostalgia as propaganda during the war in Ukraine.
Yeah, he's talked about this before on his channel too. What? I don't think we've watched that, but like I've seen like pretty much all of this dude's videos, so.
That Russians once again need to unite against the common enemy, and that the soldiers fighting in Ukraine right now are just like our grandfather.
Fungus Randall. Okay, well I'm seeing two different names, so I don't know which
fought
one
against the Nazis in World War II, because of course the Ukrainians are a bunch of Nazis, right?
Yeah, that's the whole narrative.
And Netanyahu had
Randall Boggs. Oh, wait, let me see. Randall Boggs. Okay, I will say that actually looks more like Putin. I'm not gonna lie, this actually looks a little more like Putin than anything, if anything. I'm not even gonna lie. Putin kind of looks like this dude.
Participating in this parade together on the Red Square.
Oh, Randall's the purple guy? Oh, Jeff Fungus? Okay, wait, my fault. Wait, oh shit, I refreshed on accident. Let me see. Jeff Fungus. Oh yeah. Hold on, wait.
Who repatriated to Israel after the war, and also became a colonel.
Come on, YouTube.
Enemy, and that the soldiers.
Hold on. Yeah. Here. Come on, YouTube. Oh, I have good internet. Why is it being spammed? Here we go.
Aleksandar Vučić, by the way.
Yeah, here we go. It won't. Oh, it's not letting me pause, but you saw it.
In the parade of the so-called
I don't know why this shit is lagging so much.
Which is a Russian state-sponsored event in which people are supposed to honor and pay respect
Soviet
to
YouTube, yeah, bro.
Fucking
bro, the fucking whatchamacallit, the motherfucking Kremlin is taking over my computer, bro.
A nightmare.
You open the tab. Wait, hold on. Let me show you. I want to pull it up. So I can do side by. Here we go. So I can do side by side. Here. Wait. Split view. Yeah. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, I hate to say it, but also they're not wrong. Yeah. Hold on. I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty fucking spot on. I ain't even gonna lie.
Truly a nightmare blood rotation, guys. The trio of the great leaders took part in the parade of the so-called Immortal Regiments, which is a Russian state-sponsored event in which people are supposed to honor and pay respects to their ancestors who died fighting the Nazis in World War II. The Russian people take to the streets.
This can be so scuffed for people watching on YouTube.
With portraits of their family members and walk together as a big parade. And while there's nothing wrong with honoring these these people or celebrating the victory
I'm
of
gonna have
Hitler,
to edit this shit
it's
so
been well
much, bro.
documented that Russia uses this kind of World War II nostalgia as propaganda during the war in Ukraine, claiming that Russians once again need to unite against the common enemy and that the soldiers fighting in Ukraine right now are just like our grandfathers who fought against the Nazis in World War II, because of course the Ukrainians are a bunch of Nazis, right? And Putin, Vucic and Netanyahu had great fun participating in this parade together on the Red Square in Moscow. Vladimir Putin carried the portrait of his father, while Benjamin Netanyahu held a portrait of Wolfas Vilenskis, a Lithuanian Jewish World War II veteran who repatriated
this seems
to
performative.
Israel
This seems
after
hella
the war,
performative.
and also became a colonel of the IDF.
Oh,
nothing
damn.
to see here, guys.
Yeah, this seems very. Yeah, that's also. I mean, it's performative. It's also performative. Israel glazing. So, like, yeah.
The heroes of Russia. Vladimir Putin, on the other hand, also likes to return the favor and help out his friend Big Yahoo with a little bit of propaganda.
Help out his friend Big Yahoo.
For example, Putin went on a massive tour of Israel, which included him meeting with senior officials, visiting
Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Hold on. Holy fuck! Oh, yo, 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 yo. Nah, ain't no way that's real. Ain't no, yo. Holy shit! Holy shit! Yo, he is giving KSI competition. Bro, does KSI have competition? Does Yusuf 7N have competition? Does Mini Lad have competition? Does Megamind have competition? Does it's a dude from bro, holy shit, bro. Holy. Remember when Ye brought the Big Yahoo with him? Oh yeah, right, Net and Yahoo. Bro, the delivery of that shit was so fucking chopped and like awkward and corny when he did it. I was like, oh god. Even though I was like, okay, I like the shitting on Israel part. If Kanye had just done that instead of just shitting on all Jewish people, I would have actually been able to support him. But like, also holy fupa. But like also they're all Israeli, so that's why I'm shitting on them. So like
in several cities,
if you want but yeah,
religious sites like the
all of them look like villains. Got some news for you.
Wall and also.
Oh, yep. I was about to say, did he touch the wall? Did he kiss the wall? Yep. I was gonna say, yep. Oh, he kissed the wall. Yeah. Oh yeah. GG's. Anybody says that he's anti-Israel or pro-Palestine, whatever the fuck, bro. He kissed the fucking wall, bro.
In several cities and religious sites like the Wailing Wall and also.
Okay, well maybe not kiss, but like might as fucking well. Also like. Yeah.
Open in a joint Russian-Israeli.
Why does it always look like he's like received? Why does it always look like he's like? Also, does that say OVO on the wall? That does look like it says OVO. I'm not surprised. I mean, if you know what Drake gets into, I wouldn't be surprised if he's in Israel. But regardless,
cities and religious sites like the Wailing Wall.
Yeah, bro, it always looks like he's like suppressing like the feeling of like devious backshots from the night before. Like it literally looks like he just received like 5 rounds of backshots, and then he's just trying to process the feeling.
Also open in a joint Russian-Israeli World War II memorial.
You touched the wall too. You're projecting.
Putin, Netanyahu, and the Israeli president.
I literally saw you. Like I literally saw like you when you were taking flicks in Tel Aviv.
And Shimon unveiled the victory monument.
That image is crazy for real.
Which commemorates the
Full
Soviet
petty
Army's
sniffer.
efforts to stop the Holocaust.
If villains they just lack super status, Mossad is trying to get that.
Europe and
we touched the wall.
The monument is
Slow
shaped
down.
like wings, and apparently the idea for the design came from Benjamin Netanyahu himself. During the monument's opening and the following talks with Israeli officials, Putin mentioned how important it is to fight anti-Semitism.
We fought Nazism together, and then Big Yahoo brought it back just in a different form with the other side kind of perpetrating it, except the other side. Hitler targeted Jews. Israel doesn't stand for all Jews. But you know what the fuck I'm trying to say, bro.
Nazism and stressed that Russia and Israel.
I mean, bro, there's literally an officer, I forgot his name, but there's literally an officer who went from working for the Nazi party to working for Israel. Like, it literally shows, like, on his Wikipedia page, like, whatever it says, like, departments or whatever, I forgot what it's called. But, like, the section where it shows, like, all the places where somebody was, like worked and shit like that. It literally shows Nazi Germany followed by Israel. Like that's so real.
Israel defeated the Nazis together. He also said that Israel is a special place in the world, and that the well-being of the entire world depends on the well-being of Israel.
Slow down, buddy. Please, let's slow the absolute fuck down.
The money go where I go. Smoking on gelato, foreign cars.
Hell nah, bro.
There's actually far more joint Russian-Israeli monuments out there. For example, in 2020, during COVID, Vladimir Putin was going through a notoriously ridiculous self-isolation, where he pretty much refused to meet with any Russian officials.
Yo, this image is hilarious, bro.
Ridiculous.
Yo, just like, I love that, like, he's all the way, like, this is supposed to be, like, I guess, like, social distancing, but, like, none of them are social distancing, and also, they're in the same room together. It's not really making a difference. Also, is that a fucking knight in shining armor at the end of the desk? Like, what the fuck? That's worse than Britain thinking the world still revolves around them.
Pretty much refused.
No, for real, it's also, like, bro, I don't even know how the Britain can think that. It's like, gang, y'all used to own the world.
To meet with any Russian officials face to face, and also force.
It's also like, bro, Britain colonized the entire world, and still their food is ass. Like, I don't even understand that.
At him in person to spend weeks in extreme self-isolation.
Like, genuinely, Israel's never important, deadass.
Before the meeting. However, Vladimir Putin decided to make
an
exception
had to force
for
their
these
importance.
rules when it came to visiting Israel to open another monuments. Putin and Netanyahu unveiled the Candle of Memory monuments in Jerusalem, which commemorates the Jewish victims of the Holocaust and also the residents of Leningrad that died.
See, okay, I mean, obviously, it's important to commemorate the victims of the Holocaust, but look, bro, Netanyahu just fucking using that is just like to be like, yeah, like, bro, both of them, neither of them give a fuck. Neither of them give a fuck. Neither of them give a fuck. It's just for posturing for, like, their own PR, bro. Like, for Netanyahu to be like, oh, yes, I'm caring for the Jewish community. I'm, like, and fighting back, like, taking revenge for, like, the Holocaust or whatever the fuck. Or just, like, you know, just, like, this is in the name of, like, Jewish people who've been persecuted. Like, no, the fuck it isn't. There's many Jewish people who do not stand for that shit, bro. Many anti-Zionist Jewish people. So many, bro. Just the media likes not reporting about it, which is very convenient. But anyway, that's a topic for another time. But yeah, no, both of them are just doing this performatively, bro.
Once again, the monument came to be as a result of direct cooperation with the Russian state. It was erected according to the initiative of the government of St. Petersburg. Songs in both Russian and Hebrew were performed at the event, and apparently it was so touching that Benjamin Netanyahu actually even shed a tear.
Yeah, I like that. He shed a tear to that, but I bet you he is fucking smiling, gleefully killing, like, thousands of children, bro.
Again spoke about the shared history and the united struggle of Russia and Israel.
We're doing that, like, creepy-ass, like, one ear, like, that, like, smirk. That smirk that he be doing, bro.
The more you realize that Vladimir Putin has never shied away from making Zionist statements.
Hell no,
during the 2014 Gaza war...
Wait, what is it? Okay, wait, what does it say? War, genocide. But, I'm closely tracking what's happening in Israel. Okay, well, I mean...
from making Zionist statements. During the 2014 Gaza war,
at a meeting
with a delegation of rabbis from the Rabbinical Center of Europe and with the chief rabbis of Israel, Putin said that he supports Israel's Operation Protective Edge. One of the rabbis in its
Protective Edge.
Putin said that he supports Israel's...
Also, bro, oh yeah, okay, this is actually different. This is in 2014. Like, this is 2014, by the way. Yeah, like, yeah, also, for other conflicts called the Gaza War, see Gaza War 2008, 2009, 2012 Gaza War, and Gaza War. Like, holy, bro, and there's definitely more that just aren't even under that name, like, in past history. And obviously, well, there's the one that's happening now, well, which isn't even necessarily a war, it's a genocide, but...
One of the rabbis in attendance, the chief Sephardic rabbi of Israel, Yitzhak.
Okay, that's kind of drip, though. I ain't gonna lie. You can't say this isn't drip, but holy shit. Yo, old dude is fucking mogging, bro, on the left. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Holy fucking shit. Holy shit. Bro, that has just made me, like, actually, like, almost sick to my stomach how chopped bro is. Oh my god. Holy chopped. Bro on the right is actually just ore farming on him. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm sorry if he's Israeli, but, like, hate to say it, he's got a ore farming on him, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that jacket's pretty fucking tough.
Yosef complained to Putin about rockets.
And that should have gone in his head. I don't even know, like, what that would be called. Like, because that's not, like, a traditional, like, yarmulke or the hat and shit like those. I don't even know what the hat would be called, but, like, it's kind of ore farming.
Stop the violence.
Stop the violence.
Stop the cap.
That's what we need to stop. We need to...
Stop the cap.
Come on, bro.
But Putin replied by asking Rabbi Yosef to pass along a message to Israel's PM Benjamin Netanyahu.
Average British person fighting average terrorists, for real.
Russia is a true friend of Israel and of the Prime Minister. Putin stated that he supports Israel's battle that is meant to keep its citizens protected. Vladimir
For sure, man.
Putin
Keep its citizens protected, yeah.
also regularly meets with the chief rabbi of Russia, Ber Lazar, who I already briefly
Yeah,
mentioned
yeah,
at the
he was
start of the
mentioning him
video.
earlier, yeah.
Lazar is a member of the Chabad Lubavitch Hasidic movement, who is also a proud Zionist that in 2024...
No, he probably had to practice a hell of a lot to pronounce that shit. I mean, to be fair, bro, he speaks Russian and English, so he probably could pronounce fucking anything with the wide range of pronunciations he has to do, bro.
admitted to blessing the idea of troops going to Gaza.
Hell no.
Just a year later, Vladimir
no, bro.
Putin, who is of course a big anti-Zionist and a big supporter
For
of the
sure.
Palestinian cause, awarded Ber Lazar with yet another decoration, the Order of Honor. Ber Lazar also acts as a middleman of sorts between Putin and Netanyahu. In 2016, Lazar said that Russia's ties with Israel have never been closer than now. A year later, Russia officially recognized West Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Russia's chief rabbi also likes to repeat the line of the party and spread
Which is
propaganda
what
that
I think, bro.
justifies
The U.S. did something similar when they when Trump in his first term moved. I think it was in like 2018, 2019, something like that. Moved the U.S. embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, which is like, because Jerusalem is like an especially like contested city and shit like that. It's like moving the embassy there was like a big like power move against Palestinians, which I'm sure Benjamin Netanyahu, like, you know, gave him like some good money or gave him some good fucking blackmail to do.
Russia's war in Ukraine. In a meeting with Vladimir Putin after the start of the war in 2023, Lazar said that he'd like to contribute to a peaceful resolution of the conflicts and...
Sure. So I repeat once again, we as a Jewish community, I think not only in Russia, but throughout the world, are ready to do everything to find some kind of peaceful... Okay, that's normal. I was going to say who is we, but I mean, yeah, like, I mean, I'm 15% Jewish, so I don't even know if I could call myself part of the Jewish community. But I mean, in a way, like, I've been to bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs in my life. Gang, I'm in New York. Every New Yorker is part of the Jewish community. I'm not gonna lie. Especially if you live in, like, the west side of Manhattan, Upper West Side especially, like, anywhere in, like, the Upper West Side, you're, to an extent, a part of the Jewish community. Like, let's be honest here. But, like, also, my half-brother and half-sister are, like, 50% Jewish. Because, like, the other half of them... is like 100% Jewish, pretty much. Are you more Jewish than Netanyahu? Me? Hell no. What the fuck? Wait, what's it? Bro, I bet you he's way more Jewish than me. What the fuck? I remember hearing some lady who was refused the renewal for her passport because she was from Palestine and they removed that option in their area. What the fuck? I'm not surprised. I'm surprised. Okay, I will say I'm surprised they actually had it in the first place because I mean, I know, like, if you're talking about the U.S., like, yeah, like, the U.S. does not recognize Palestine, bro. What the fuck? Wait.
Also thank Vladimir Putin for all the work that he's done to make Russia a safe place for Jews. In 2023,
wait, my audio just went weird. Okay, I think now it's fine.
Lazar said that he'd like to contribute to a peaceful resolution
Canada,
of the conflicts, and also thank Vladimir Putin for all the work that he's done to make Russia a safe place for Jews. In 2024, Lazar said that after the start of the war, not a single rabbi has
laser beam
left Russia.
To make Russia a safe place, the LARP is unreal. Yeah, like, bro, shut the fuck up.
And he stated that he's very proud of the fact that Chabad members are staying and working in Russia, even though it might not be easy. He's also been the chief rabbi of Russia ever since the year 2000s, when Vladimir Putin first came into power. Over the years, Ber Lazar has received many state awards and decorations from Vladimir Putin, which is why he's known in the West as Putin's rabbi. Now, when it comes to the war in Ukraine, Israel's position has also been strangely pro-Russian. In 2014, for example, after Vladimir Putin
this is going to be an interesting topic.
Israel's Operation Protect.
So, okay, yeah, so, like, a lot of what we've been getting into is, like, because this is a friend of Israel. Like, a friend usually goes two ways. Well, a lot of what we've seen is how Putin has been supporting Israel. So now we're also going to see how Israel supported Putin. So this is going to be interesting. We're going to be getting more into that. And both are interesting. But that's salute. I mean, it's with the left hand, but it looks a little forward facing.
Abstaining from the UN resolution that condemned the Russian annexation.
Ironically, if you think about it.
Not only that, but trade between Russia and Israel also massively increased after the sanctions were put on Russia by the US and the EU. Israel, though, stood firmly against imposing sanctions on Russia. And also, with the start of the Ukraine, Israel has also failed to condemn the Russian government and has not imposed any sanctions on Russia or Russian officials. Ukrainian government officials have also made it clear that they're not happy with the way Israel is behaving, saying that Netanyahu is closely cooperating with the
I sang the Soviet anthem, that was the Russian anthem there, but they have the same melody but different lyrics.
There are many ways in which Israel And also,
Soviet Union never ended. Just new management shut them down for real this time. Oh God, for real.
with the start of the full-scale...
Yeah, just like the oppression is still there, just under a capitalist name. Hey, how's it going? It's going pretty well. Going pretty well. How's it going, Bobby?
Israel, though, stood firmly against...
We're watching this video right now from NFKRZ about how Putin and Israel are closely tied, or Putin and the big Yahoo especially.
...on Russia. And also, with the start of the full-scale invasion of Ukraine, Israel has also failed to condemn the Russian government and has not imposed any sanctions on Russia or Russian officials. Ukrainian government officials have also made it clear that they're not happy with the way Israel is behaving, saying that Netanyahu is closely cooperating with the Russian Federation. There are many ways in which Israel and Russia profit off each other, and a lot of their military operations are mutually beneficial. Russia's involvement in Syria, for example, was very good for Israel. And the current Operation Epstein Fury and the attack...
Also, wait, I want to... did I say Epstein Fury? What I thought that's what he just said.
Netanyahu is closely... Also made it...
Oh, yeah, so... This is interesting, though. Yeah, like, because remember what I was saying earlier about, like, how, yes, Israel and Russia are super close. But, like, even though I support Ukraine, do not get me wrong, I fully support Ukraine. Like, holy shit, fuck Putin, fuck Z and all that shit. Fully support Ukraine in the fucking, like, war in the Russia-Ukraine war that they call a special military operation, but it's a war, bro. But, like, of course, But, and as we're seeing, bro, they're both friends of Israel in a way, because as you see here, Ukraine slams Israel for this, which implies, like, the implications of that is saying, like it also says, in Kyiv's harshest criticism of Israel to date. Notably, like, bro, that's their harshest criticism of Israel? Just saying, because it also slams Israel for a blatant disregard of moral boundaries. Son, folk. Anyway, just had to point that part out. But, like, that's okay, yeah, but, like, the fact that just goes to show they don't be criticizing Israel all too often either. See what I'm saying? Like,
clear that they're not happy with the way Israel is behaving, saying that Netanyahu is closely cooperating with the
But obviously, I still support Ukraine, but, like, but if both of them are friends, they're just showing you, bro, neither side is against Israel, bro. They both fuck with Israel, bro.
There are many ways in which Israel and Russia profit off each other, and a lot of their military operations are mutually beneficial. Russia's involvement in Syria, for example, was very good for Israel. And the current Operation Epstein Fury and the attacks on Iran by Israel and the US are all good for Israel. And the current Operation Epstein Fury...
Operation what? Fury? Wait. What?
Russia's involvement in Syria, for example, was very good for Israel. And the current Operation Epstein Fury and the attack...
Is he not saying the current Operation Epstein Fury? Am I mishearing him? What's he saying? Wait, are y'all hearing anything different?
...on Iran by Israel and the US...
Yo, if y'all watching this on YouTube, bro, tell me in the comments. Do y'all hear something else?
...also actually benefit in Russia.
Trump's calling it Epic Fury. Oh, Epic Fury. Oh, but that's retarded. Oh, I thought... I'm sure... Okay, no... NFKRZ is probably just calling it Epstein Fury. He's probably himself... Okay, so Trump is calling it Epic Fury. He should call it Epic Fury. That would be better. That'd be more funny. But like, okay. So yeah, no, he's probably just calling it Epstein Fury.
Epstein Fury and the attacks on
he's probably just doing that to just like make a point, like a little slide joke
by Israel and the US.
I mean, I say joke, but it's pointing out the truth.
Are also actually benefiting Russia.
It's a joke about the truth.
Iran
Satire.
war led to a massive increase in fuel prices. And right now, Vladimir Putin is making hundreds of millions of dollars from oil sales every single day. Ukraine is also not the only country that felt betrayed by Israel in the interests of Russia. After the 2008 war between Russia and the country of Georgia, information was revealed that Israel might have stabbed Georgia in the back and shared important intel with Vladimir Putin.
Epstein Fury is more accurate. Yeah, I'm sure that's why he chose to say that.
Emails by the US intelligence...
Bro, NFKRZ is really fucking fire, bro. Like, I would definitely recommend y'all check him out, bro.
Operations Trap.
Like, cause I've watched a lot of his videos. His shit is actually like entertaining. Obviously, I'm yapping a lot, but like, it's a lot, like, his shit is just really entertaining. I put his shit on in the background a lot because ADHD and shit. Usually just like while I'm playing a game. But like, his shit is really fun. Like, his videos are really interesting. And like, it's learning about topics that like, especially, like, I mean, a lot of people who are watching this are probably American, but there's probably other people who live in Europe. But even then, unless you're Russian, like, there's probably a lot of topics that like you just might not have a full perspective on that he explains really well. Shut up the bad guy, I'm not kind of politics thing. Yes, very much so. Yes.
WikiLeaks since 2012. According to one of the emails, the Georgian government...
Trump is a pedophile and everything too. There's a lot to him, but he's a bad guy for a lot of reasons.
...that Israel...
He's the kind of guy who Dexter would kill with a smile. I'm gonna put it like that.
...provided Russia with secret...
By the way, FBI, I'm literally talking about like a hypothetical situation in the show. I'm not talking about real life. I obviously am not encouraging violence, so...
...codes to Georgian drones, which were produced with the help of Israeli weapons manufacturer Elbit Systems. Russia was able to hack Georgian drones and force them to crash, which gave Vladimir Putin a tactical advantage.
That's crazy. That's fucking crazy, yo.
It also stated that Israel gave Moscow these access codes in exchange for the codes for Tor M1 missile systems that Russia had sold Iran.
Wait.
Codes
Wait, hold on.
Putin a tactical advantage. The email also stated that Israel gave Moscow these...
Yeah, Israel and Russia made a... Okay, I'm gonna read this out. According to a leaked email from an analyst at the intelligence firm Stratfor, not Stratford, just Stratfor, what the fuck? Stratfor without the D. You gotta get the D, bro. Russia and Israel engaged in a deal in 2008 in which Jerusalem, what the fuck? That's not the capital, but okay. Okay, that's crazy. In which I'm gonna say Israel provided the Kremlin with secret codes for Georgian UAVs, unmanned aerial vehicles. Thanks. For exchange for information on Iranian missile systems. In the email, a Stratfor analyst says Israel and okay, this is the important part. Israel and Russia made not the rest isn't important, but Israel and Russia made a swap. Israel gave Russia the data link code for those specific UAVs. In return, Russia gave Israel the codes for Iran's Tor M1s. Yo, okay, yeah, bro, that's, yeah, no, I mean, people still try to claim they're not allied, like, bro, come on. I mean, there's so much evidence in this video, too, but, like, this is just one piece of that, dude.
In exchange for the codes for Tor M1 missile systems...
And, like, a big fucking piece, bro. Like, that's pretty fucking apparent, bro. Like, that on its own, bro. And like and like as we've seen throughout this video, bro, like obviously like their connection continues to this day, bro.
Russia had sold Iran. So long story short, yes, Russia and Israel basically sold out their own allies for each other's benefit.
Shocker.
Yes.
Yeah, like bro, that is actually crazy, bro. Like they're selling out like their own allies for each other. That's actually crazy, bro. Excuse me, because like I mean, bro, like Russia is like allied with Iran, and Israel is allied with the U.S. And I mean, well. And I mean, you know, neither Israel or the U.S. really is the biggest fan of Iran. So
much for the based anti-Zionist Vladimir Putin.
And also, I mean, it's not like accurate picture, by the way. This is a real picture of Vladimir Putin, not edited at all. If y'all, I don't know if y'all can see it, but in case you can't, here, real picture, by the way, not edited. Anyway,
that he stands with Iran. Russia's connections to Israel exist both on a state level and also on the level of regular everyday people. And these connections go deep. For example, you might have heard about the controversy around the music contest Eurovision.
I did not. Do y'all hear about this? Oh wait, maybe. Okay, this is 2022. Do y'all hear about this?
Has faced a lot of criticism.
Caucasian monkey real.
Deadass. Continuing to platform Israel.
Okay, white
Israel's
monkey.
entries to the music contest were criticized for having propaganda in the platform.
4 countries to boycott Eurovision 2026 is Israel cleared to compete. Hell no, bro. Bro, Israel isn't even in Europe. It's not even in Europe. Like, hey, what are we doing? It's not even in Europe.
Israel's entries to the music contest were criticized for having propaganda in the lyrics and
it's literally not even in Europe.
Whitewashing the actions of Israel in Gaza.
I mean, there's so many more issues, but let's just go on a geographic level. Gang, it's not in Europe. It's called Eurovision. Gang, what are we doing? I mean, obviously, a lot of the people there are ethnically European, but like... Bro, what the fuck?
24, for example, the Israeli contestant Eden Golan was actually getting flamed not only by pro-Palestinian people, but also by Ukrainians. It turned out that Golan was actually also a citizen of Russia, who in 2016...
we share a fucking birth year.
It turned out that Golan was actually also a citizen of Russia.
Hell no, she's dead as my age. A few months younger than me, but like only a few months. I was born in May. Actually, yeah, I was born in May 6th, so like, bro, born in Israel, moved to Russia at age 6. Oh wow.
Who in 2016 performed at a Russian state-organized festival organized in occupied Crimea. Now that is a double whammy. However, these situations are not rare. Like Vladimir Putin said, Israel pretty much is a Russian.
Yeah, that's from early.
country,
Yeah, that's it. Like what?
I
I don't even like what.
Many anti-war and
that's
anti-Putin Russians with Jewish heritage are moving to Israel because Israel does not extradite its own
fucking cornball ass. What the?
citizens, and it's also pretty safe to criticize Putin from Tel Aviv. Many famous Russian anti-war speakers and celebrities like Maxim Galkin, for example, are based in Israel, which puts them in a bit of an ironic situation where they essentially believe that the Russian government saying that Ukraine belongs to them historically is complete nonsense, but also at the same time they believe that Israel was promised to them 3,000 years ago in some way. Well, what can I say? I guess doublethink also unites the people of Russia and Israel. Israel has also long been a safe haven for Russian corrupt politicians trying to escape justice. For example, I'm from the city of
I've heard about this.
Russia. In our city for many years, we had a mayor who was also later the governor of the Chelyabinsk Oblast named
we all visiting Chelyabinsk. We'd all spend a year there for sure.
Mikhail Yurevich. He was notoriously corrupt, he stole and embezzled a lot of money from the people of my region, which is of course classic for a United Russia party member. And then when he stopped being the governor, Russia actually started a criminal case on him for corruption. And very conveniently for him, it just so happened that Yurevich was actually located in Israel right when this investigation started. He claimed that he's in Israel only for health reasons, and that as soon as his treatment is done, he would come back to Chelyabinsk, Russia to defend his good name in the court of law. Unfortunately, that never happens. Yurevich stayed in Israel for a while, after which I assume he probably got his Israeli citizenship, and then he just simply escaped to London. His lawyer claimed that this was once again done for health reasons. But ever since
technically, there's a lot of bad guys. Trump is not helping, but perhaps he's not as bad as others. He kind of lets things happen more than he starts things. Yes and no. I mean, yeah, but like, he's all like, not as bad as the others is like saying Satan and like Satan's disciples. Like the saying that like motherfucking like, let's say Netanyahu is Satan maybe, because like I'd say he's like the worst. And then like motherfucking like Satan's disciples, like Trump is one of them. I mean, also if you watch South Park, he definitely is. Trump like, he's like technically not as bad as Satan himself, but he's working for him, and he's doing a lot of shit at the Satan's behest and doing a lot of fucking horrible shit. So like, you feel what I'm saying?
Mikhail Yurevich has not stepped foot in Russia,
and I know comparing him to Satan is like a big thing for religious people, but he's doing so much shit that like flies in the face of Christianity and pretty much any and every religion that's in existence. So like, I feel like it's not at all unreasonable to compare him to Satan. Trump is a minion, deadass. No, put him in the Slammer Bros, not Cecil. Technically not as bad as Satan himself. Satan didn't rape children.
True. To live in the UK, even though technically Interpol is supposed to arrest him as a fugitive on behalf of the Russian government. So yes, life as a corrupt Russian politician is really nice. You can steal billions, and all you have to do is just simply go to Israel, and after that, escape to London, a place where they notoriously love Russian oligarchs and their dirty money. Me though, a regular Russian citizen who has been a victim of these corrupt people for his entire life, yes, I should suffer because of sanctions and also get denied by every single bank.
By the way, okay, if you're watching this without context, it might sound like he's just being like whang or some shit like that. Nah, he's being dead ass. He's actually had to go through a fuck ton of shit, bro. I've watched his videos, bro. He's gone through hell and earth. Like, bro, he's gone, bro. The process he's gone, like, years-long process to move out of Russia. And, like, he's living in Portugal now, and there's still shit that he can't do, even at this point. At first, he moved to, the country of Georgia. And then, like, bro, oh my God. He's talked a lot about it, but it's been, like, a big fucking process, bro. Like, he's gone through a serious amount of suffering. Saying 3789. 3789. Trump -1 in terms of what?
It makes a lot of.
I dreamed about being paralyzed. I think it's called sleep paralysis, gang.
Says to me. So yes, to sum up everything we talked about today.
Score in. See, okay, because I was comparing Satan to Netanyahu, right? So like, I feel like you got to put both of their scores high. So I'm considering we're talking about fucking children or children murdered. Because if that's the case, then the score should be a lot high for Satan. A lot higher.
Russia absolutely is spiritually Israeli. And Vladimir Putin...
Yeah, Russia is definitely spiritually Israeli, to say the least. I mostly dream nothing these days. I don't know why. Huh. Yeah, I mean, well, honestly, that actually could be sleep paralysis. Because, I mean, I've never experienced sleep paralysis, but if you dream about being paralyzed, that sounds like sleep paralysis to me. I don't know. Can I pay Dream Premium?
Is a big...
I was talking about which one is better. Oh, yeah.
Fair. The only thing that's changed...
Well, I don't know if Satan would be better than Trump, because, again, I was comparing Satan to Netanyahu. I don't know if Netanyahu is worse than Trump.
is that Moscow is now more sneaky about the relationship with
I
Israel.
bet, hold on, KFC. I'm just watching this video through.
It's clear to me that Vladimir Putin and his government realize that Israel is getting less and less popular all over the world, and that it does not look good to hang out with them. So as a result, we have what we have right now. Endless aura farming and pretending to be anti-Zionist.
Yeah.
While Vladimir Putin is making loud and proud statements about how he stands with Iran, with Palestine, and with Venezuela, for example, he's actually not doing absolutely anything
holy
to help.
Fucking LARP! Like, damn, bro.
In fact, he's
just fucking LARPing, bro. He's LARPing and LARPing and LARPing. LARP, 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 Sahur, bro.
In Israel with more oil and is making more money from selling oil thanks to Operation
Putin, war criminal, fake aura, Trump, John pedo racist, and Benjamin Netanyahu is both. Are like, yeah. Also Trump is also both. But like, I have 2 exams today. I didn't learn. Oh shit. Yo, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If you have to leave stream to do some studying and shit like those, that's all good, bro. I want you to do well and things like that. Putin is better than Trump, yeah, but they're both horrible. They're both horrible. They're both horrible.
In Israel with more oil and is making more money from selling oil thanks to Operation Epstein Fury. Vladimir Putin is
Epstein, yeah, no, he pronounced it very, very clearly that time. Yeah, no, it's called Epic Fury, but yeah, Epstein Fury. You thought you could get rid of me? I can, because I've talked about how I ban people who have alts on here. I ain't gonna lie. Catch that. I ain't gonna lie.
In creating this image of a strong leader who stands firmly against Israel and Zionism, basically because nobody does their research these days. There's a lot of right-wing Europeans and Americans these days that are projecting insane anti-Semitic fantasies onto the war in Ukraine.
Yeah.
I constantly see on Instagram people talking about how Vladimir Putin is this great Aryan savior of the white race, a devout Christian
that sounds familiar.
That is defending Russian traditional...
I want to go on 30 minutes. I did learn. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, for your own sake, bro, leave the stream. It's all good. I'll see you another time, bro. Don't even worry about it, bro. Yo, bro, study. Yo, use these 30 minutes, bro. You got 30 minutes. You could speed run it. I think you can. You got 2 exams. Dedicate 15 minutes to each of them. Like, it's all good, bro. If you gotta leave stream, bro, please do. For your own sake, bro. Honestly.
Both from the Zionist cabal and also from the Muslim invasion or whatever. Many of these people also claim that Putin is fighting against Ukraine to defend Slavic kids from being abducted by Epstein. Because of course Zelensky...
Bro, come on, man. What the fuck? People just chat about anything. I brain normal, you gotta buy premium brain.
With Epstein just because
real, I'm not gonna lie.
And yes, these people will completely ignore the actual Epstein files that show
that
bro,
if you, bro, please, for your own sake, honestly, bro, leave, bro. You gotta study, dude. You got 30 minutes, bro. But I think you can do it in 30 minutes. I think you can get some shit in 30 minutes. But if you stay here, that's gonna waste your time, honestly. This is the only time I'm asking you to leave. Because I want you to do well, bro. Honestly, bro.
Conversations with Russian officials and government members.
Shit, we could study on stream, bro. We could watch a video about your topic.
But I guess nobody cares. It's exactly why I get stuff like this. 600,000 likes on a complete lie about Russia deporting every Israeli citizen. Which is, by the way, something that literally did not happen. People these days read random shit.
I mean, hey, Plants vs. You play a lot of Plants vs. Zombies?
Doing any research
I don't know if that would relate
to their confirmation bias. They do not know that Putin is best friends with Netanyahu, and they do not care. They also do not know that Russia is not actually Agartha in Hyperborea, and that it actually has a large...
Yeah, Putin does not look like that, gang. That's not what Putin looks like.
They don't know that Russian officials had conversations with Epstein. They simply do not care, and if you point it out to them, they probably just call you Jewish as an insult and move on with their day. These same exact people would then talk about how Zelensky is actually a puppet of the Zionists who loves doing cocaine and who sold out his country to become the new Israel or whatever. I mean, it's just completely insane schizo-babble that is fully rooted in just Russian propaganda and anti-Semitism.
Again, I mean, like what I was saying earlier, like it's not like there isn't like somewhat of an alliance between Russia and between Israel and fucking Ukraine, and because I mean, as we saw earlier, like it said, Ukraine, Ukraine's like strongest criticism of Israel to date, and saying that like, oh my god, like their first criticism of Israel, saying like, oh my god, they're disregarding like ethics, like, bro, that's their daily pastime, disregarding ethics, bro. But like, you said they just want me to know what plants do, photosynthesis and other. Okay, I feel like that's okay. I feel like that's not that crazy then. That's not that crazy then. I feel like you could probably like, honestly, like what I do, like I feel like this is actually a useful use of ChatGPT, because this is dead ass. Like what I'm about to say, this is actually a way to enhance your education and learn more by using ChatGPT. Actually, it just helps you. I think this is a good way to use it as a tool, is by using ChatGPT to make a fucking study guide. Like, and I've done this before. Like, say, like literally tell it to be like, what plants like produce photosynthesis, make it into like a easily formatable study guide that can help me. I like study it in like this amount of time or something like that. I don't know. Like, bro, ChatGPT can actually help with that because you're doing the actual like learning yourself. You're still fucking learning it. It's just helping you fucking organize it. You feel what I'm saying?
Relationship of Ukraine and
and then there's math. Oh, GG's. She's giving us 20 exams to have in 1 week, but I have to lock in next week.
Be giving us 20 exams to have in 1 week, but I have to lock in next week.
Damn. Wait, how many you got next week?
Israel is also pretty convoluted and is not so black and white. But once again, if you try to make any of the points that I made in this video to these people, they simply just call you a puppet who got paid $7,000 by the Mossad and who's trying to spread a globalist, Marxist, pro-Ukrainian agenda or whatever. I mean, yes, the internet is just exhausting now.
2 in 1 day and then 5 max in 1 day?
And
what
apart
the
from becoming
fuck?
the favorite of neo-Nazis, Vladimir Putin also knows what to
fuck?
say and how to pull the strings to make himself more likable in the countries of the Middle East and the global South. People see Vladimir Putin make one bad statement about Israel, they watch one YouTube short where Vladimir Putin does not shake Netanyahu's hand, and they conclude that the Russian
fucking Sigma edit, bro. Like,
president is actually
it's like 1 lecture per day. Oh, just like in general? That's not that bad.
the hero that they've wanted all along, that is ready to defend them from predatory actions.
You just mean like 1 lecture among like all your classes, or like probably going to bed after stream? All right, bet. You mean like after like this one, like before the song quest? If so, that's all good. No worries.
Israel. Many Tsankis also unfortunately fall into this trap, where their dislike of Israel leads them
class
to
next
believe
year,
that
then
Vladimir
college.
Putin is actually somehow a Palestinian resistance fighter, which is like very far from being. Unfortunately, I have to admit it. Propaganda works, and it works well. So I wanted to make this video to try to fight this myth and to let the people know that Putin's relationship with Israel is actually far more friendly than you might imagine. I don't necessarily think Vladimir Putin is like a Zionist puppet, but he's also definitely not as much of an anti-Israel and anti-Zionist figure as people like to think.
I think calling him a Zionist puppet wouldn't be far from the truth.
He's an opportunist who simply mends his beliefs and his talking points
or
based on
puppet for
whoever he's
Zionists,
talking
at
to
least.
at the moment.
At
When
the
talking
very
to
least.
Arab leaders, he's a very big anti-Zionist, third-worldist chud. When hanging out with Netanyahu, he's a massive Zionist. When he talks to Western media, he pretends to care about the freedom of speech and basically acts like a liberal. This man has 1,000 faces, and he's just
he just switches up all the fucking time, bro. Of course, he just tries to... Bro, he's a propagandist. He's an expert at that, bro. Like, bro, he was like a KGB agent in the Soviet Union, bro. Like, bro, he knows how to, like, lie to appeal to people, like, people's interests and shit like that.
Shit up as he goes.
So I watch the clip so I can go. Yeah, man, I got you right after this. This video is pretty much over.
He's saying things that benefit him, not Russia or the Russian people. Because as a Russian, I can tell you, the Russian people are not really benefiting from anything right now.
Yeah.
So the moral of today's story is simple. Do your research and do not let out of context clips rage bait you into supporting deceitful, power-hungry, and awful people who simply do not have any redeeming qualities, and who don't actually stand for anything except for making more billions on people's suffering.
Facts.
Anyways, people, that is gonna be it for today's video on Putin's friendship with Israel. Once again, sponsors really hate videos like this, so...
Yo, W fucking video, bro. W video, bro. Yo, if you're watching this on YouTube, bro, go check out NFKRZ in the comments. Not in the comments, in the description, bro. Should be the first link in the description. Also, come over to Twitch. That'd be very cool. We have a lot of fun over there. A lot of vibes, things like those. Excuse me. Catch you on the next one. Take care and peace.